That fierce questioning today on Capitol Hill, the name surfaced of the local engineer who designed the Chevy Cobalt ignition switch.
Yeah, he lives in Commerce Township. 7 Action News investigator Heather Catallo is there right now. And Heather, what can you tell us about him and what he said?
Well, Ray DiGiorgio said in a deposition several times last year that he did not authorize a change to the faulty ignition switches, but now he's being accused of lying under oath. His name is Raymond DiGiorgio, and Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill wants to know why General Motors CEO Mary Barra hasn't fired him yet.
I, for the life of me, can't understand why he still has his job.
DiGiorgio is a 60-year-old General Motors engineer who works at the automaker's Warren Technical Center. And DiGiorgio's work on the ignition switch for the 2005 Chevy Cobalt has put him in the glare of the national spotlight as GM scrambles to recall 2.6 million small cars. The faulty ignition switches can cause the cars to suddenly shut off and are now linked to at least 13 deaths. Congressional investigators have grilled Barra about why changes were made to the switches, but they were kept under the same part number, a move that some now believe was done to keep the design flaws hidden. Last April, DiGiorgio said under oath in a deposition that he was not aware of design changes made to the switches after GM received reports of problems years ago. Yet Senator McCaskill today revealed this document that shows DiGiorgio is the one who signed off on the change.
So he has not been fired?
No, he has not.
Okay, is he still working there every day?
Yes.
Okay, and you know that he lied under oath?
The data that's been put in front of me indicates that, but I'm waiting for the full investigation.
Okay,
I want
well,
to be fair.
let me help you here. He said several times he had no idea these changes had been made. Here is a document that he signed under his name, Mr. Ray DiGiorgio. He signed it on April 26, 2006, approving of the change. Now, it is hard for me to imagine you would want him anywhere near engineering anything at General Motors under these circumstances.
The fact that there would be two identical parts, and in other words, one's defective and one isn't, and that you didn't change the part number, strikes me as deception, and I think it goes beyond unacceptable. I believe this is criminal.
Now take a look at this. This is Mr. DiGiorgio's testimony in that deposition, and take a look at how much of it has been redacted. This was all part of a lawsuit in which a young woman was killed in one of those Chevy Cobalt crashes. You can see how much of the testimony is blacked out, and this is one of the issues that the senators really were upset about today, how much information General Motors was withholding because it was redacted as part of a confidential settlement. The senators saying if GM had been more forthcoming with customers, perhaps more lives could have been saved. As for Mr. DiGiorgio, so far, no comment yet from him. Reporting live in Commerce Township, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News. Stephen, back to you.
It looks like very little was not redacted. Thank you, Heather, for that live report.